Thomas Matthew Crooks is the suspected shooter in Donald Trump's attempted assassination. The FBI identified the 20-year-old as the subject involved in the shooting. Crooks was killed by security officials after he opened fire at the former president. He reportedly positioned himself about 130 yards, that's about 400 feet away from the stage at the showgrounds where Trump was addressing a rally. An eyewitness present at the rally has claimed that he saw a man with a rifle on a nearby roof just moments before Donald Trump was shot.
If you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
The Spectator also said that he had alerted the police and Secret Service agents beforehand, but was surprised to see Trump continuing with his speech.
You could clearly see him with a rifle, absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey, man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police are like, huh, what? You know, like they didn't know what was going on. You know, we're like, hey, right here on the roof, we can see him from right here. We see him. You know, he's crawling. And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage?
An investigation is underway. The motive behind the attack is still unknown. Authorities seek to understand Crooks' motivations. This is what we know about the gunman so far. Former schoolmates have described him as a quiet student who often came across as lonely. A classmate said he seemed socially reserved and recalled that he had often been bullied. But he did not recall hearing him discuss politics or Trump.
I didn't have any classes with him. My only interactions with him were just seeing him in school and he was bullied. Sat alone at lunch. I mean, he would sit alone at lunch. I mean, he was just an outcast, and you know how kids are nowadays. So they're going to see someone like that and they're going to target him because they think it's funny or whatever. So it's the best way I can describe it. It's honestly kind of sad.
Crooks' neighbors have also expressed surprise as well as embarrassment over his involvement in the assassination attempt. A local district attorney in the neighborhood said, "You just can't predict human behavior sometimes."
I've lived here my whole life, and you just don't think that something like this would happen in your hometown. We even had an attempt on a president, an assassination attempt since Reagan in 1980, and now for it to happen in your backyard, you just don't expect that. So it's embarrassing for the community, but at the same time, I mean, you just can't predict, human behavior sometimes.
Now, according to the FBI, the shooter is believed to have worked alone, but his political leanings are unclear. Public records show Thomas Matthew Crooks was registered to vote as a Republican, but made a small donation to a Democratic-aligned group back in 2021. According to reports, Crooks had been working at a nursing home, and the organization was shocked to hear of his involvement in the shooting. The FBI has stated that they are investigating the incident as an assassination attempt and also a potential domestic terrorism act.
We are investigating this as an assassination attempt, but also looking at it as a potential domestic terrorism act. So our counterterrorism division and our criminal divisions are working jointly together to determine the motive in this case.
The FBI has also said that the gun used in the shooting was an AR-style semi-automatic rifle, which was purchased legally. Investigators believe the weapon was purchased by Crooks' father. Following the incident, investigators found a suspicious device in his car, which was inspected by bomb technicians and is being analyzed further. They noted that suspected explosive devices have been collected as evidence as well. Authorities are now in the process of searching Crooks' phone. For latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.